What's up guys, welcome to the Barca. Well guys, in today's video I'm gonna show you how Ronald Koeman's lineup should look like in 2021-2022 season, because I know most of us like fans literally want to know how this lineup is gonna look like, and I think this is what we as fans really want to see. This is what we have been expecting for a long time now. And guys, in today's video, I will leave you guys to leave your thoughts in the comment section, because I want it to be a one-to-one thing, like me and my audience. And another thing that I'll be talking about is some possible fits in that could actually help the team become strengthened. Of course, we already know about our previous season. We didn't even expect ourselves even being on the third position, but with the coaching staff and with the kind of community we have developed along the last season, I definitely think it's now time for us to get the La Liga title again. And guys, starting with this lineup, I think there have been a lot of things we've been seeing over the years. We already know what has been causing Barcelona's downfall for a while now, and I think I'll be touching some of the weaknesses that we have been facing. Of course, I'll also be talking about some people that Barcelona needs to eliminate as soon as possible, because they haven't been feeding us with the good vibes we want to see, more like us fans, right? Well guys, and I think there's another point I'll be touching, especially how we have to face some other teams like the 4-4-2 system, and I'll be talking about this lineup that I'm going to show you, how this lineup is going to help us win most of the titles and also face those kind of systems like the 4-4-2 system that Atletico uses. Well, if you're new to this channel, if I saw you're passing by for the first time, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to become part of this channel, or follow my Facebook page. Everything is indeed Barca. Hello and welcome back to the video. Well, starting at the goalpost is someone that we are sure of, is someone that we already have confidence in, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. But guys, I just have the feeling ter Stegen has to still come up in big games, show us that he's the person we need in big games. I know he has been excellent all this while. I know he has been showing that he's the kind of keeper who needs to step up in Barcelona, but at a certain point I need him to really show off in the big games. I need him to really prove that he's like Emmanuel Neuer, someone that can actually stay in the team consistently and be first. Well, going into the left back position is Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba is someone who is very amazing. We love him. We love the moves. I love the connection he does with Lionel Messi. Obviously, we obviously love that. But when Alba goes front, there's a whole lot of space. I know he's fast, but he's actually more than 30 years of age, and we don't expect him to be doing all those moves in and out every match and every day. So I expect a player that could actually replace Jordi Alba as an interim in more like irregular games against the weak team, before Jordi Alba can play in actually big games, right? And I think a good replacement for Alba could actually be Serginho Dest. Serginho Dest has proven in time without number, but he also needs to step up to be a real competitor. I really enjoy Dest. I really truly enjoy this boy because he's an amazing talent. He needs to be given a lot of time, but at the same time he needs to step up to meet up with the kind of talent us Barcelona fans need. Well, going into the next position, who just next to Jordi Alba is someone that I really love and I secretly admire. I really do say secretly because I really love this guy, Ronald Araujo. We already know no one has passed Araujo all throughout the season of 2020-2021. He was so brilliant, air duels, fast. I mean, he got the ability to do what any other player can do as a centre back, and I just think he's the perfect fitter for Gerard Piqué. There is no other replacement than him. Well, Gerard Piqué can actually come in big games, more like if he hasn't been performing so well or he has an injury. But as for Araujo, being so fast, being so strong, being a good header, I really think Araujo should be placed next to Jordi Alba. We know Jordi Alba is going to do that sprint about 25 times in one game, and a possible backup next to him should actually be Ronald Araujo, because Araujo is fast. He can win you balls. He never commits a lot of silly fouls. He gives good passes. He's just excellent. I mean, like purely excellent, and I think he needs the space in Barca. Well, another person who has to play next to Araujo is someone that is also very interesting. I can put it as very interesting because he actually played in the Euro 2021 and he was actually good. Eric Garcia. I can't mention this video without mentioning Eric Garcia. I really love the player. I love his maturity in the team. He played so matured while playing with his home country, Spain, and I feel he needs to get a space. Together, he can actually swipe with Oscar Mingueza. I also love Oscar Mingueza. I love the fact that all of them are La Masia. Well, guys, I definitely think Jordi Alba together with Ronald Araujo, together with Oscar Mingueza or Eric Garcia. For me, I would prefer Eric Garcia, will actually be the first front three or line of defense. Now going to the right back position, I think there's a little bit of controversy because Sergio Dest coming in, Emerson and Sergio Roberto are all perfect fits, but I have the feeling I would actually play Emerson. Considering the fact that he has had a lot of experience in La Liga, playing with Real Betis, playing so well and brilliantly over the season, so that Barca can actually say that this man is good and bring him into the team, he needs to fit in. He seriously needs to fit in. Especially in games when we need a physique, in games where we need a manhood, I think Emerson is the perfect player for that. And now going into the stable midfield, I call it stable because all of us expect this midfield to be the same midfield we played in last season. That is Pedri, Busquets and De Jong. That is the perfect midfield, I think. And I just want to give some compliments to this midfield because they actually played well. De Jong was the best player of Barcelona in last season, and I think he actually had a good game. He had a good season for himself. That is why I actually love the midfield. But I can't just say they have actually done everything right. I still need them to improve. Let's start with Pedri. Pedri is a very young player. I know, yes, we don't expect so much for him, but at the same time, he needs to step up. I need a kind of player, a kind of midfielder that would give us a certain pass from somewhere we don't expect. It's not like I want to compare Pedri to Iniesta or Xavi, but I know he can do it. I know he's that kind of player that can do anything at any point in time. And I think that is what I'm expecting from him all this while. I love the kind of player he is. He has a close control. He's very much composed, has a vision of so many things. But I still need him to step up a little bit more. Well, I really love the kind of player Pedri is, and I think stepping up out of his comfort zone is going to help him a lot while even in the future. Well, going into the next person, our Sergio Busquets, someone we really love, someone who gives the blind pass. I really love Busquets, but at the same point, I think Barcelona has to be looking for a future Busquets because I don't really think Busquets is going to stay a whole while. His pace is quite slow. We need a defensive midfielder who can actually sprint from top to bottom. And I really think Busquets, being very old with the experience he's got, he should actually be stepping up in the big games. And more like we should be finding a possible replacement for Sergio Busquets. I don't expect Busquets playing every single game like Lionel Messi. Of course, he's getting old, his pace is so slow. But complementing Busquets, he's a player that completely dominates the midfield. If you watch Busquets' game, then you can fully watch the whole match. Well, guys, going into the next person on the right, Frankie de Jong, it's obvious he's been a complimentary player. He's a player that I really love. And I think if he keeps on doing what he's doing, like in the last 2 seasons, then he's just going to be absolutely brilliant. I can't talk much about de Jong. I love his moves. I love the way he plays, close control, and everything he does is so amazing. And now going into something that I've been waiting to talk about for a very long time now, the attack line. The fault of Barcelona. We already know Barcelona is not a kind of team that will actually play a football where we are defensive. If not a possession by defense, if not an attack by defense, then what else do we play? And that is why I want to mention that this should be the possible attack line Ronald Koeman should use in 2021-2022 season. And I think it's something that us fans too we want to see. There is no way Lionel Messi can actually be shaken from his spot unless he gets a true competitor that we don't see in any future or any time now. And guys, going into the number 9 shirt, it's obvious that Memphis Depay has taken the number, but I don't really feel the impact of Aguero at the same time Memphis Depay competing in that space. The two players are amazingly, just so amazing, and I don't think the two competing is gonna make sense. So when am I putting it this way? Well, let's just hold on the number 9 and go to the right wing. On the right wing, I think Ansu Fati should actually take the position. Why do I love Ansu Fati? He provides a lot of width. He can drop into the space, collect the ball, even give a pass. He's also very good at helping Jordi Alba at the same time, running along the flanks, helping Alba with covering up Alba. That is something that I really love about Ansu Fati. He's also very much eye-catching in the direction of Paul. He knows how to make the runs. When Lionel Messi drops back, he's always very good at giving the sprints, which Messi can give him the ball. I will confidently know he's going to finish it. And now going into the number 9 position, our centre forward, I definitely think Memphis Depay should take the place, not Aguero. It's obvious that Aguero was signed into Barcelona as a backup striker, and that is what Barcelona feel Aguero should be meant to do. And I think that is the best position for Aguero, even though I know the kind of player he is, I know the kind of nine shirt he is, the kind of person we need as a centre forward. But at the same time, I think Memphis Depay should take that place because he's old. He has the ability of dropping back, collecting the ball, helping the defense, which Aguero is above 30 years. He won't be doing that too with Lionel Messi. We can't be having two weaknesses at the same spot. Like literally a forward line cannot help the back line or help the midfield. So I think Memphis Depay will be the perfect position for the centre forward because he comes back to help. You're asking me, but where is the place of Antoine Griezmann in this lineup? I definitely think from the start we've already known Antoine Griezmann is not the kind of player Barcelona has needed, and I don't think he's the kind of player that can give you above 20 goals a season, something that I really want from a Barcelona centre forward or anyone as in the attack line. So I don't think Griezmann can do that. For the 2 seasons he has stayed in Barcelona, he can't just be the player I need. He can't be the player we need in the team. And I think Griezmann, his time is up. Barcelona has to sell him. Of course, I don't want to really mention about the financial issues, but at the same time, looking at the number of players this man has to manage, Ronald Koeman, I really definitely think Antoine Griezmann should be out of the game. And guys, I will tell you now, how should we actually face a 4-4-2 system? That is another talk that I'm gonna talk about in another video, but I want to just give you a highlight why this team is gonna be able to even dominate even those kind of games. Alright, let's take a bit this way. A 4-4-2 system is all about defending, making the pitch as compact as possible so that the opponents can penetrate. Of course, Barcelona, which will love a little bit of tight spaces to go through, they make the field as much compact as they can. And why Barcelona is going to be able to dominate the system with this lineup, taking the likes of Ansu Fati and Lionel Messi. If Lionel Messi plays a role which Lionel Messi is supposed to play the role and leaving the other people to do what they can do, if not dropping back at some points, I'm going to come to that. But if Lionel Messi plays the role which he plays and Ansu Fati playing the role which he plays, that is playing at the left wing and the right wing, giving a little of width to the team, it definitely spreads the whole Atletico defense, or more like a 4-4-2 system defense, because it makes spaces open. Ansu Fati is that kind of player that loves the extreme left wing, and Lionel Messi is that player that loves the extreme right wing, and them staying at that edgy ends is gonna give a lot of width to the team and it's gonna open the defense. And someone like the likes of Memphis Depay, very much intellectual in making moves, is going to actually get to the point and give us a goal. Now going into our defense, or more like the second line of defense, the midfield role, I think Pedri is that kind of player. If Ansu Fati gives a width, Lionel Messi gives a width. If Ansu Fati makes a certain run, Pedri has the ability of giving him those line passes that is going to lick up the defense. And I think if Pedri does that and Ansu Fati makes that run, definitely they're gonna catch out, and obviously that is obviously a goal. I really think that is something that is important. Frankie de Jong being that kind of player that has the ability to run with the ball. When he's running with the ball, it's obvious that the next target is Lionel Messi, but he can also act as a distraction because people also feel like maybe he's going to pass the ball to Lionel Messi, or instead he takes the ball, makes a move, or give a pass and even score himself. Something that I really need to talk about De Jong is his ability to score. That is another talk for another day. And now coming to Sergio Busquets is another player that I really much admire. He's a player that can pick out a pass from here to there. Very amazing. So if Emerson makes the run, Messi has dropped into the midfield. Alba makes the run. Ansu Fati has dropped into the midfield. It creates an overload in the midfield, and we can see that Alba can pick out the ball from Busquets. Busquets can give the ball to Emerson, and you can obviously know the danger Aguero or Memphis Depay can cause. That is something that I really love. I don't want to talk about the back line, that is Ronald Koeman and Eric Garcia, because those are people I really put my confidence in, and I think they are going to do the job absolutely brilliant. And guys, I just want to tell you, I feel Barcelona going into 2020, 2021, 2022 season have been a whole, like the team we expected in the last few years, that is about 2014-15 season. We haven't seen them. And we really need a 4-3-3 system to target everything. There is no way we can actually play a line of 4-4-2. There is no way, or 4 or 3-4. There is no way. I definitely think, as the Barcelona route still states, 4-3-3 has always been the key. Possession has been the key. a game of agility and mobility is what is going to give us the whole league titles, everything we need. Guys, thanks for watching this video until the end. I'm very sorry my voice might not be the best, but I tried as much as possible to give you all I can see as a Barcelona fan. If you have any lineup on the comment section, you're free to leave it there. Thanks for watching again. Thanks for staying by. Stay home and stay safe. See you next time. Adios, Barca. Visca Barca.